Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today's topic is going to be breaking down the New York Jets versus the Washington Redskins. Before I get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and if you're interested, buy a shirt down below in the description. So for the fourth game in a row, the New York Jets started by marching themselves down the field and scoring a touchdown. It was Sam Darnold who was able to find Daniel Brown, for the lead, and the Jets would go up 6-0. They would miss the extra point. On the next drive, Jamal Adams would follow that up with a sack, getting the New York Jets off the field. That was something that the Jets were able to do to Dwayne Haskins a ton all day long. Jets go on another nice drive. They're moving the ball. They're using Bilal Powell a lot. He had a 17-yard run, putting the Jets in pretty good field position. They settle for a field goal, but there was a penalty, which the Jets took the points off the board. It gave them a first down, and Sam Darnold would find Robbie Anderson in the corner of the end zone, and it was everything that I loved. 1, Sam rolling out. 2, Bilal Powell in there picking up the blitz. And 3, Robbie Anderson on something that wasn't a fly route, scoring a touchdown. Give me all of that in my veins. 13-0 Jets. After that was Darnold's one mistake. He threw an interception. They tried to do like a double screen. They faked to the left and then ended up going a screen to the right. And he should have just threw the ball at, I think it was Ty Montgomery's feet, but he threw it high. Montgomery didn't go up for it. He let it go because it was so high he thought it was going to someone behind him. It gets picked off, and that would lead to a Redskins field goal. Again, not a good pass at all from Sam Darnold. Should not have made that throw, but luckily that was the only mistake from the quarterback today. After the Redskins kick the field goal at 13-3, Vincent Smith fumbles the kickoff, and it gives the Redskins phenomenal field goal position and, drive position. They would end up trying a field goal, and they would shank a 29-yard field goal attempt. Just two terrible teams looking god-awful for the most part, and they would go give the ball right back to the Jets at 13-3. 3 plays. That's all it would take for the New York Jets to get down the field. A Le'Veon Bell run, then a Ryan Griffin pass that went for like 40 yards, and then another pass to Ryan Griffin for a touchdown, which would make it 20-3. And the Jets and Sam Darnold had 3 offensive touchdowns in the first half. That's something that you love to see. Now in the third, the Redskins out of halftime went on a really nice drive. Haskins was moving the ball pretty well. They were dinking and dunking. Geis looked really good. He ended up scoring a touchdown later in the game that we're going to talk about. And they would end up getting into field goal range. And they would get on 4th down, and everyone thought, okay, they'll go out and attempt a field goal. No, they actually went for it on like 4th and 7. And Jordan Jenkins got up and tipped the pass. He had a solid game. He was pretty quiet for the most part. He didn't do anything stunning, but he just made a really big play in a big spot. Jordan Jenkins has been real solid for this team, and he absolutely deserves a second contract. Again, the Jets start moving the ball pretty well. Darnold finds Jamison Crowder to go up 27-3 for the New York Jets. 4 passing touchdowns for Sam Darnold. Good day for him. He ended up finishing with 298 yards passing. He finished with 19 of 30, 4 touchdowns, that 1 pick, quarterback rating in the 120s. That's a really good day for the 22-year-old quarterback. I understand that you can't make that throw, you can't have a turnover, but all things considered, he's just 22 years old. He's in a bad situation. We've established this, but he kind of impressed me today for the second week in a row. Now it was Haskins' turn to throw an interception, which would set up a 1-yard run-in for Le'Veon Bell. Jets go up 34-3. Now is the Redskins' turn to get some garbage time points. They would get Geis on a long screen pass that turns into a long catch and run. They would go for 2 and get it. So now it was a 34-11 game. Yay for weird scores, I guess. A 34-11 with some significant time left in the fourth quarter. Haskins would throw another touchdown pass to bring it to 34-17. A 2-point conversion was no good. The New York Jets hang on to win 34-17. They beat the Washington Redskins on the road, a game they weren't favored in for some reason, but a pretty dominant win. I thought for the most part the defense played great. They got to the quarterback again a ton. Jamal Adams had 3 sacks. Henry Anderson had a sack. You also had good games from Foley Fatukasi and Nathan Shepard, who I've been talking up a lot the last few weeks. Someone who looked like they were late-round misses from Mike McCagnon. They're actually giving you something, and they look a lot better than Quinnen Williams has, or what Leonard Williams looked like when he was with the Jets, and both those guys were top 10 picks. Quinnen Williams was pretty invisible today. It's hard to nitpick and pick on him when you win 34-17, but did anyone notice if he's on the field? Didn't have many big plays there. Arthur Mollett and Bless Austin both played really well outside of that one long touchdown on the screen pass. Gotta love what you saw from both of them. They're giving you more than what Darryl Roberts did and what Jermaine Johnson did, and even Nate Hairston after he had a pretty hot start to the season with the New York Jets. Offensively, gotta love that Sam was moving the ball around again, put up big points. I didn't love the game that Gase called, but at the end of the day, they beat up on a really bad team. They're beating teams that they should. At this point, like I've been saying in all my videos, the wins and losses don't really matter when you're this far out of it. All I want to see is the development of Sam Darnold. Again, bad footwork, bad throw on that one interception, but there was a lot to like. He did make some really big throws, 4 touchdowns and almost 300 yards passing. Got to be pretty satisfied with what you saw from them there. The Jets take on the Oakland Raiders next week. They are back home, so make sure to tune in for all that content this week and the post-game show after that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments below, or you can get at me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. Talk to you guys next time.